Jesus, Lord, have mercy. Jeffrey, you got to be the biggest idiot on this show. Like I said, I thought it was Benny. Obvious it's you, Mr. Captain Save-A-Hole. You cannot save Mr. Officer. Mr. Officer do not want to be saved. Why don't you get your behind out of that relationship before you end up dead and your dad end up burying the son too young to be dead? You need to get yourself out of that relationship. That man is going to kill you, Jeffrey. It's only ticking time away. Time a tipping and slipping away, and you going to end up dead. Keep on playing around with that man. And you saw that, and look how many times your daddy had to call you. Your daddy literally had to scream at the top of his lungs, Jeffrey, Jeffrey, Jeffrey. And then when you come out there, you see the nut got the gun on your daddy. Really? Really, Jeffrey? If this is what we doing now? He disrespecting you, beating your behind. Now he didn't put the gun out on your daddy. And then when your daddy managed to use a discretion he had to knock the hell out of him and take the gun out of his hand, well, pick it up off the floor, to get it and point it at his head, you sitting up there all scared and nervous. Now, that would have been anybody else, if somebody else would have had a gun on their daddy, a lover or whoever, I promise you, they probably would have knocked the living hell out of him and tell him, don't be doing that to my daddy. Look, I don't know who the hell you think you is. I don't know where the hell you think you came from. You might got a little anger problem. Threaten my daddy one more time or put a gun in my daddy's head and watch I go nuts and crazy on you. Like Jeffrey, you asking for a bruising and you cruising for the graveyard. You gonna end up dead, Jeffrey. I mean, serious. It's that sad. You a whole psychiatrist with a degree out there that went to college and did all that time, and you still don't got enough common sense to leave that man alone. That man gonna end up killing you, David, Veronica, and anybody else that tried to stop him for going out with you. Like that man said, he ain't got nothing else to lose. He done lost his wife. He done lost his job. He done lost his whole entire family because they want to accept him as being gay. That man done lost everything. The only family he got is you. So he ain't letting it go. And then he gonna have the audacity at the end of all this, after all that happened, come play victim and act like he ain't do nothing wrong. Why your daddy hate me? I don't understand why they won't leave us alone. Your daddy hate me. What's his problem? Excuse you. That's a dad that come to any child defense. You put your hands on your child and that ain't none of your child, I'll beat the living hell out of you too. Like, I know you just didn't play victim there, Veronica Jr. That man had every right to come knock you upside your head. Where he was stupid enough to walk into your house, so he deserved getting that gun pulled out on him. And like I said, when I first started at the end of last week episode, I said that he blow your brains out, David. You get what you deserve, cause you a whole lawyer or a judge, whichever one you is. You ought to have enough common sense to know you don't just come walking in nobody's house, bulldozing your way in the people's house, and that man would have shot you as soon as you came in that man door. It would have been justified, and I would have loved to see you, Jeffrey, or anybody else try to unjustify why Justin shot the living hell out of David, cause he was wrong for coming up in that man's house thinking he all big and bad, even though he was trying to save his dumb son for doing dumb and foolish things, trying to be Captain Save-A-Hole, and he can't must save his own life. And then you go making dumb decisions like that, come bulldozing and come pushing your way, forcing your way into people's house. Like, Jeffrey, you cannot save this one. This one is a lost soul. So is Wyatt. He's a lost soul. There still might be a chance out there for Wyatt. There might be a 10-20% chance that you can change Wyatt. That nut right there ain't no changing that one. That man grew up with that type of abuse, grew up with that type of attitude, probably raised that way to be a homophobe or bigot and all that under the sun and racist and all that. Well, I don't think he racist. I didn't think he have a thing against gay people until he actually started to date one and lost his whole entire life. Or maybe he been undercover gay and I guess you run the gayness out of him or whatever. So now he living his true colors. He finally then came out. Well, he dived out the closet. I ain't gonna say he pushed the closet door open. He dived through the closet. So yeah, you kind of pulled that out of him, and I can kind of see why you're responsible for him losing everything or whatever, but he was a married man, so he also got to take responsibility for that. If you want to date Jeffrey, you should have divorced your wife and set up all your affairs, your family and all that, not letting Veronica expose you the way she exposed you or whatever, and maybe then we probably could have calmed you down. But it's too late for you, Jeffrey. I'm just waiting for your death, really, because it's going to happen. This fool then put the gun out on you again in his head, telling you if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. And why the hell you still calling Jeffrey? I'm still lost and confused of why the hell you calling Jeffrey. Like, what's up with that? Why the hell you still calling Jeffrey? And then you're going to have the audacity going to say, oh, he's still dating you. I thought he was done with you. We thought you were through getting high, but obvious you're not done getting high yet. You can't talk about nobody else besides talking about yourself, mister. So let's go there. And second of all, Catherine, Jim, blame y'all self for y'all having a son like that. Y'all pushed that boy to addiction. Really, y'all did. Y'all treated the daughter like mess. That's why she ended up killing her own self, because she couldn't take it. I'm surprised why they didn't kill himself by getting high off of drugs or trying to find something to get high. He done found your old pills or pills you still had in the house right here getting high. Um, is it just me, or does it seem like I kind of feel bad for Jim, cause look like he got more love for white dude Catherine got. Like, she don't care. She ain't concerned about her son getting high. She ain't worried about her son being in the ditch dead, overdose, hungover, or then killed himself into a ditch or whatever. Like, that's why I have a heart for Jim somewhere in my body. I have like a heart for him, and I feel bad for him with his son going through what the hell he going through. This old cow over here trying to make you jealous in a way possible, trying to get this man to sleep with her, and this man then avoided her whole episode, and then gonna get mad at the man because the man won't answer the phone. We'll get to that in a second though, but or whenever that part come up. But yeah, that's why I kind of don't want Jim to go just yet, cause Jim might be the one, or Jeffrey might be the one that'll pull him out of this funk, pull him out of this addiction he got. Maybe Jim and Jeffrey can do a combo on him and also help him out, cause Jeffrey also helped him out while he was recovering from the first overdose he had. So with them two together, they might be able to make him recover and help him out this time around. Catherine, go ahead and sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. Sleeping with your employees, trying to make Jim jealous now. You need to cut it out. Like, really. I don't know what to say about you. Like I said before, you think that's cute. That's not cute at all. You done had your first time with this man. Now this man avoiding your calls or whatnot, avoiding you in any way possible. Don't want to have nothing to do with you. Basically for to pull a whole con out on you. But you don't care. Just as long as you make Jim jealous, or make Jim have feelings for you or be jealous like you were jealous and all that when he was cheating on you with however many whores he had. Like, Catherine, you too old for all that mess. When you should have done that, you didn't do it. Now all of a sudden, you think that's cute for an old behind lady of your age and your statue and your name out there being in Georgia out there. You think this cute out here doing these little type of things. Now, Jim, yeah, he might be a judge or whatever. Yes, he got a big name out there with the choir to it, and he a judge. Yeah, he got he got power to his name, and you also help with your last name. But Catherine, we already know Jim is an old dirty old man. Catherine, compose yourself as a lady, not a lady in the dark or a lady that walk the streets. Compose yourself. Stop trying to make that man jealous, because like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, if you want to be done and over with David, with Jim, you would have been signed on the divorce paper. You got all that money, power, and respect in little old Georgia, and you ain't got enough common sense to tell that man, I want a divorce and I want it now. You can force that man here and make that man sign the divorce papers. If you really want to be done and tired of Jim, you can find ways to get your happy behind out of that marriage with all that money and all that power you got. You don't want to be done with that man. You stuck with him and he stuck with you. You around here thinking that's cute. You around here cheating cause he done all his little cheating. Now it's your turn, and you think that make you look good, but that make you look pitiful as hell. But since you think that look cute, okay, we gonna run with that one. Who next? That whole phone situation, like I said, Jeffrey, I'm just waiting on your death. I'm about tired of you, so I'm just waiting on your death. To be quite honest with you, Jeffrey, cause it's gonna come. That man gonna end up killing your dumb behind. If you like it, I love it. At this point, your daddy didn't try to save you. Veronica trying to come up with a scheme to save you. Well, the scheme gonna end up falling back on your face because he's supposed to get you arrested for murder. So people are trying to help you out. Madison even trying to help you out. You don't want nobody else. You want to save this nut for some reason. I guess you didn't fail as hard as he failed for you then, I guess. Or you must got a screw loose. Or one of them times he didn't beat you upside your head. Maybe he didn't disconnected your brain or the part of your brain that makes you think and have the red flags and alert you when something ain't right and when you need to leave a situation alone. Maybe them times he didn't knock you aside your head, it disconnected one of your thinking part of your brains or the function of your brain that'll tell you you need to get the hell out and run like hell and get far away than you can from that thing that you messing with there. But since it don't, I don't know what to tell you. Like, really, I don't know what to tell you. You have fun. You better enjoy breathing while you can, because he is going to get you. Um, so, what's her name? Candace. So Candace in her little whole DC the White House. Everybody seeing it. Benny surprised to see it. Mitch actually excited for her and glad that she actually pulled it off. That she actually the president, whatever she supposed to be, what Charles. But he's surprised and shocked by that. Benny lost it, confused about it, showed the mama. The mama still reeling from Derek, who raped her a long time ago, and she was really falling for Derek, so she don't care about none of that and none of this. Ben is still trying to get his no good behind out of this mob problem, and Benny, I don't got nothing for you neither, buddy. Like Mitch tried to tell you, he tried to express to you, he tried to warn you the dangers of getting money from the mob, cutting your ankles off, cutting your kneecaps off, cutting all your legs off, giving you cement shoes, throwing you in throwing you in the river, lake, or whatever they got. They was planning on doing all that to you. If you don't pay back that interest, you still ain't paid back that interest. You talking about how bad could it be, and do I need to go and turn myself in, but they can cut my leg off, and I guess try to make them feel sorry for you, I guess. And Mitch try to tell you it don't work like that. They gonna cut both legs off, and still they gonna make you wanna, and still they gonna make you pay for that money. So regardless of the situation, you're basically screwed with interest, and you try to come up with ways to try to make Mitch get involved in this. And Mitch already warned your silly behind when you first decided and came up with this choice that, look, if you do this, I can't be nowhere involved in this. I'm not getting involved in this. This is your choice. Don't put me involved in this. I don't know how many times when he told you this or expressed this to you, what the hell you thought was going to happen. This man already told you there's no way in here I can help you. I'm not helping you whatsoever. You are on your own. If your legs get cut off, oh well, I guess I'll push you around in a wheelchair or whatever, but I cannot help you. Your best chance, you said, Mitt said the right thing. Go ask your sister, because your sister the reason you in this mess. So why don't you go ask her, and maybe she can help you out since she dating the president, well, the president-elect. And why don't you go ask her, maybe she can help you get this money and pay back this interest. Because like he said, every week this is going up. It's rounding up every week. Is rounding up. So regardless of the fact, either they gonna take your life, or you gonna pay back this money, or you gonna be right here with no legs and no arms. So take your pick. And Mitch did have a point about the whole Candace got you into this mess. Now why don't you go to Candace and ask her for the help, because she the reason you got in this mess, and both of y'all are messy as hell, sitting up here talking about this type of situation or this matter at hand in this woman's house, and know darn well this woman in this house, all she got to do is open her door and she can hear you two dummies, and that's what she said. And even your mama don't feel sorry for you, and I don't blame her at all. I wouldn't feel sorry for your behind too, getting money from people like this, knowing darn well you ain't had no type of way to get this money back, knowing darn well you couldn't pay this money back. Even if you tried, you might as well go ahead and tell Candace to get the escort business on back up, and you might as well go ahead and sell your body to the highest bidder and be gay for pay part two, cause that's the only way you gonna get this money. If you don't want to sell your body, you better sell everything that you own. You got a nice car, you better go sell that. You better go sell something. Anything of valuable, you better start selling, and start selling it quick, being because your mama ain't got no sympathy for you. I ain't got none for you. Mitch really don't care. He said this ain't none of his business, because he trying to get a farther away from his family, or trying to move away from his family and distance himself from the mob and his family, and he don't want no involvement in this mess. So basically you screwed, or you better ask Candace or anybody else you can ask, or sell your behind to Veronica or whatever, to find some way to get this money, cause it ain't happening. And they gonna get their money, whether it's taking your body, taking your soul, or have you right here walking around here with no legs and no arms. So you take your pick. I already talked about Catherine and Jim. Candace and that little hot piece of ass come in, and she was concerned, she was worried, she didn't know how to well, she, like she said, she didn't heard words from anybody else, or heard words from everybody else, so she wasn't really worried about that hot piece of ass coming. What she was probably worried about was the whole comment about or worried about this might mess up Charles being the president-elect or the next president when he moved in January the 1st. So I guess she was more concerned about Charles, and I guess Charles, when she told Charles about that, he didn't like that, and he didn't react to that well anyways. And he wanted to do something about it, but he didn't know what to do. And Candace said, this is why I didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want you to go flying off the handle like this, and you flying off the handle like this. So let's forget about that. But she ended up making up to him by having sex. Now to the fun part. Gay for paying Veronica. Long story short, gay for paying. You know how many people that's trapped in Veronica web right now that want to get out of her web, want to be gone from the wrath of Veronica, Jeffrey, David, Jim, Catherine, um, anybody that's around her in her presence to be harassed, bullied, picked on, or whatever. You know how many people that want to run away from Veronica and you want her to trap you in her web and hang you upside down and let the blood fall? You really are a dummy. Like, really. Are you really begging and pleading this woman to let you in? You know how many people that want to run away from her, don't want to have nothing to do with this woman, don't want to be involved in this woman, wish they never met this woman in their life, wish they can kill her, wish she'll disappear or whatever, and you sitting up here begging and pleading this woman about sex and turning her on, and why don't you teach me sex and all this and all that. Then you saw that one happen, and basically she said she want her jewelry back. So your thirsty behind decided, oh wait, she did tell me about setting her son up. She did warn me about her son, get him away from Mr. Officer, seducing him, using him, and then whatever happened with that is gonna happen just as long as you let me keep this jewelry that I stole from you, which is a crime and I can get arrested for. But forget all that. If I can get your son away from Mr. Officer and seduce him myself and put my moves on him or whatever, that'll be a win in my category. Maybe that'll be a win in your heart, or maybe I can come steal some more stuff from you. I can come borrow some more jewelry from you. I can sit there and drink up all your alcohol, eat all these fancy meals. Like, gay for pay, you are an idiot. Like, I can name people on the top of my head that would love to get away from this devil. You want her to open the gates of hell and the pits of hell for you and welcome you right on in. You don't know what that whole Jeffrey thing and you seducing Jeffrey gonna come to. Like I said, if you knew that your death was gonna come at the end of that, your dumb behind would be running away from Veronica, not trying to get in, not trying to get introduced into the devil's pits of hell. Like, you is one silly behind boy. Like, I just sat there and shook my head at you. Like, you will do anything and everything to get this old devil attention. Like, this woman don't mean you no good. Have you ever noticed she don't have a husband? Did you not notice that her son don't want nothing to do with her? Do you notice the only people that's in that big old house is her maids? And the people that's cleaning the house and cooking her dinner and all this and all that? Now, why would you want to be in that house, that devil's pit, with her, knowing that everybody else that ever experienced with her, or had around with her, or was in her web, they was trying to run away and escape? Now, why would you want to put your dumb self involved in that? It must suck. You got this big old behind house, nobody to share with. You got a son. He don't mess with you. You had a husband. He don't want nothing to do with you. Well, he using you. You don't know you kind of do realize that he using you, but you love David too much, so I don't think you caught on like that, or whatever though. But gay for pay, you dumb as hell. Excuse me, but you are. Like, you ought to know the warning signs too, sir. With you being the escort and you selling your bodies to male and females, you ought to know when something stink and when it's time to run away from that smell before that smell get in your nose and end up killing you or suffocating your nostrils and your senses. But I see your spotted senses are not tingling enough, are not ringing hard enough for you to understand that this woman is a devil and you need to get the hell away from you. That man at that bar tried to warn you about her. You don't care. She got money. She rich. I'm going to try to rob her blind. Okay. You have fun with that one, Mr. Gay for Pay. Anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.